Alrighty, everybody, we are back for another Monkey Hero adventure. We're going to be picking up right here off the main scenario where we left off. Sorry, it's been a while. Unfortunately, the power supply in my computer went out. I had to order a new one, and well, it took a long time. The first one got lost in transit. They had to send a new one, but we are back and up and running, and hopefully we're going to get a lot of these done quick. We are right on the cusp of patch 6.2, and I'll be definitely wanting to play a little bit on my main character, so I want to get as many of these done as possible. We're going to pick up right where we left off. We're going to do some main scenario, get as far as we can. I believe we are going to hit our first dungeon, which I will most likely put in the video for sure. And yeah, let's get going. We're going to, some of that, a little loud. Let's see here. Let's go to, is it? You know what? This is really bad. I should have done this off camera, but here we go. Let's go system, sounds. Here we go. We're going to take the sound effects. We're going to bring them down a little bit. Alright, and then, yeah, I think system sounds are going to come down too. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Alright, let's see what Rainer has for us. High Society, Commandeer Rainer wishes to speak to you regarding the forthcoming banquet. I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It's a highly coveted honor. Why, even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. But I will not deny you've earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service of the thalassocracy have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for you for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Has the enormity of this moment yet sink in? Perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Meerlwyb. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Baderon can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Alright, we're going to go get our attire, our gear here from Baderon, which unfortunately means I'm going to have to read some more pirate talk. Everybody's favorite. I'm sure by now you guys want to, stab yourself in the ears every time I have to read his dialogue. But I do it so you don't have to. Or maybe you're just reading his dialogue along and tuning me out, which is completely fine too. I promise later on, when we have non-pirate speaking MTCs, it will be better. Alright, Baderon, what you got for us? Well, well, if it ain't Merlwyb's guest of honor. Obnobbing with a high and mighty now, is it? I tell you, lad, I dang near snorted ale out my nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way, and you haven't, that's the truth. Well, one thing's for sure, you'll not want for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleedin' Bismarck, no less. 'Tis a grand chance to fill your belly burstin' with fine and, more importantly, free food. But we can't have you turning up in your shit-cake venturing gear. No, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about him, if only to stop folk complaining when he's stuffing his face with cake. Take yourself over to the Octant and speak to Nasman, or the Bruger Consortium. She'll furnish you with something gentlemanly to wear. Something gentlemanly to wear. I've already had a word with her, so all you need to do is pick up the goods, then bring them back here, so I can tell you what's what. Alright, so let's go pick these up from the Octant. Where the hell is he? Oh, you know what? We're definitely going to go over here to the Aft Castle. Can I guess we need to use our map more efficiently. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. It's over there in the merchants area. That makes sense. It's Hawker's Alley. The Octant. I never learned all the names of the different places here in Meerlwyb, and as a matter of fact, at one point it was so confusing they just... oh, actually, it was the main Aetheryte. They actually changed the names, all of them. It used to be called different things. It wasn't the Marauders Guild or anything like that. Ooh, it's loud in Limsa today. Alright, here we go. Good evening, sir. I assume you're the underdressed gentleman Baderon mentioned. I see he was not exaggerating. I've chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you will absolutely adore them. Well, let's bring him back to Baderon. Yeah, I don't actually know if it's quicker or not to do this, or to just to run in here and take the lift. I think it's 6 and half a dozen, you know, but I like going this way. I don't like having to talk to the dude. Hey, Baderon, what's going on, man? Been to see Yasmin, have you? Well, let's have the box then. There you go. There we go. A nice pair of old dress shoes for you. A bloke mightn't have much else to his name, but as long as you got a decent pair of shoes on your feet, there ain't nowhere you can't go. Think of them as a gift, and me and all the other folk you've done right along the way. Aye, 'tis a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Limpsa's new hero to turn up at the banquet soaked in his own tears and snot. Any road, that's your garb sorted. Now, you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you where you're meant to go. So I got these shoes. Mizzen Mast Repast. Baderon wants you to let him know when you are ready to depart for the banquet. I'm ready. You ready, are you? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you waited any longer, I consider it my civic duty to hit you over the head and drag you there. Now make sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying them won't do no good. You're meant to look like a gentleman. Remember, not a gentleman's bleeding lackey. As for your directions, the feast being held on the bridge in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Zanhal in Bulwark Hall, and he'll show you the way. Just keep your head held high, lad. After everything you've done for Limsa, you're good reason to be proud. And don't let no high-born bugger tell you different. Alright. Let's put on our shoes, and then let's see if we have something that looks better with these shoes. Let's see here. There we go. Now we look like high society. Or, well, I guess we look like a butler according to the thing, but hey, I'll take it. Dress shoes. Fancy dress shoes. An adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. Oh, now those are some fancy dress shoes. Come, adventurer. I will show you to the briefing room. Yeah, there's Stola. And Rainier. Merlwyb.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, join me now in honoring this man for his services to our great nation. May the navigator guide and protect him on his journey, till sea swallows all. These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen, who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine. But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow. This is one of the crystals of light.
By the Navigator.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal. You bathed in her light.
Yashtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light. Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the Primals. When the Gallian Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades. Yet whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats. And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this reason that we call them the Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that crystal safe. In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whoresons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The Yellow Serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the White Wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells!
The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
That I should live to behold Bahamut once more. Magnificent. The eons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier. I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act. It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. Morning, sunshine. All a bit much for you, was it? What happened? Ah, you don't remember then. You keeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused right stir. I had to carry you back to the wench myself. Well, I say carry. Just more a matter of dragging and a rolling. Took too much cake, I reckon. Any road, don't fret. 'Tis little wonder you's exhausted after everything you've been through lately. Your little nap seems to have put some color back in your cheeks, though, so I'll leave you to it. Bugger, I almost forgot. The Admiral wants to have a word with you. When you feel up to it, talk to Xanthal and let him in to the command room. He'll let you in the command room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I told old Merlwyb was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring last time, and I doubt she'll look too kindly on it if you repeated the trick. Alright, well, while we're in the inn, we might as well put all of the items that we can in here, so they're not taking up our place. We don't need any of these anymore. And what's great about this is you can actually, that'll have to be repaired. You can make glamour stuff now, so when we decide we want to pick however we want to look, we don't have to carry all this on us anymore. And some stuff will go in the glamour dresser, some you can store in the armoire, which is really nice, because the glamour dresser currently has 200 spots, but it will have 400 Tuesday when the new patch comes out. Should be wearing those, right? Oh, we have better ones now. That's right. Okay. Never mind. Those are the old ones. And then... Oh, I haven't unlocked the ground rush yet. My bad. Greetings, monkey. Admiral Blosfen was waiting in the command room. Shall I announce you? Sure, announce me, buddy. What's up, Merlwyb? Ah, monkey. It's good to see you on your feet again. You are recovered. Then let us waste no time. I have a task that needs doing, one I would entrust to no other. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business, then. The Laments and Envoy. I have penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Cartano and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It's been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano. These letters contain the details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in mind of history's champions, a quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation to the city-states of Gridania and Ul'dah. A grueling journey, to be sure. Were you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship pass to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge. Before you depart, I suggest you trouble Baderon for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, where berths were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the cloud risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Ah, monkey, your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Limsa and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness for which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are you? Personal bleeding envoy. So you'll be carrying the world of the Admiral yourself to the leaders of the Alliance. Bugger me, I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realize you'd gotten that bloody eye. I'm proud of you, lad. Think of how far you've come. Why, it's enough to bring a tear to my eye, and that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale, at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your hands on an airship pass. The old Eorzea is laid out before you, like your maid on a feather bed. And she's a big girl, too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. If you think us Laminsons are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Old Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ul'dah. And then there's a wild places where the beasties rule, and no bugger with an ounce of sense sets foot. But you're an adventurer, so I wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's a heap of troubles which plagues every nation, see? Ain't just ours I'm talking intrigue and infighting, beastmen and their goddamn primals. Aye, there's an ugly side to life, and sooner or later, you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager there's bugger out there you can't handle. Something tells me you're going to be just fine. The realm's at it rough, 'tis true, but folks are beginning to recover from that beating of the calamity dealt 'em. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things around. 'Tis a perfect time for a venturer like yourself to go out and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? And to be honest, that's kind of like the end of almost, I don't want to say tutorial, but it really opens up the world. And so now it's time to strike out on our own here. The story starts getting a little bit, more intriguing. We start, a little, not all, but a little less fetch quests, a little more, Greetings, sir. This is a counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's Monkey Hero, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. Highwind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? Alright, let's get on the airship. And here we go. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Good fortune to you, monkey. The day will come when your name means the same as hero to the folk in this realm. May ye walk in the light of the crystal. Castrum Obsidians.
Been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgardsormr. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Carteneau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
There is an awful lot to unpack in that cutscene there. And we are now in New Gridania. Made it. We're at the airship landing. It's a beautiful forest area. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop this video right here. I think that was a good spot to stop it off. But I'm going to continue. I'm just going to start another video here. But I want to end right here. We did a lot there. You saw a couple cutscenes. We're going to start our work as the Envoy. I was wrong. I'm not quite as close to that first dungeon as I thought. I forgot that this came first. Also, they have reworked a lot of the old stuff, so it's kind of... It's been a long time. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Enjoyed your first cutscene. You got to see Gaius Van Belsar. You got to see Nero for the first time. You got to see the other two. They didn't give you their names, so I won't give you their names yet. But some really good characters introduced to. And do know that all the voices you hear now, all the voice acting, it's all changed. once we get out of go to the first expansion. Most people think for the better. Almost everybody's voice is different. There are a couple people you have not met yet whose voices are a little cringe in the first one, but yeah, they're all different. Even Ishtola's voice is different. Merlwyb's voice is different, and I like Merlwyb's new voice, but a lot of people do like the original. But we'll talk about all that later. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And yeah, signing off. We're going to do the next one. We'll continue the story. And you guys have a good day.